Hi everyone, my name is Dee Youmans. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to be working with Arts4All Florida to bring art to your home. And today we'll be talking about the artist Charles Searles and making art in his own style. Supplies needed will be a white paper. I'm just using a sheet of copy paper. You can use construction paper or light color. We're going to be using crayons or color pencils, Sharpie marker. Black is the best, but if you have other colors, that works too. And something to make circles with. So I've saved these little containers from takeout orders, and they work great. You can also use jar lids or even a roll of tape. So Charles Searles was born in Philadelphia in 1937 and died in 2004. And he always knew he wanted to be an artist. He received his first watercolor set at age 4 and always liked to paint and draw more than anything else when he was growing up. He attended art school and received a scholarship that allowed him to travel. He went to Africa as he felt this was his homeland. His travels in Africa marked his life and work forever. When he returned home, he started teaching and took up music, working with percussion instruments, especially the bongos. And a lot of his work showcases his travels, seeing the dances and movements from Ghana, Nigeria, and other areas of Africa. The color and pattern in his work repeat over and over, almost creating a rhythm, like you could hear the beat of the drums in the artwork. If you look at his work, you can see many hidden or blended images, so you really have to study it good to find them. Here is 3 soul visitors. What do you see? Can you find the sun? That's right, the big yellow object at the top that's round. Do you see the abstract visitors? How many shapes did he use? I see squiggle lines, circles, squares, lots of different designs and patterns in this. In Feelers for Sale, look at it closely. Can you find the sun in this one? Right here. How about faces? How many faces do you see in this work? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there's also a lot of hands in here. And tons of patterns. I love the patterns. This is actually a picture of a marketplace with people moving and shuffling around in their bright colored clothes. So you get a feel of movement and how busy it must have been in the way that he painted this and put it all together. Now feelers are very short little flat hats. Can you find them in the picture? That's right. They're right here, stacked at the bottom. So today we're going to create our own artwork, working in his style. So let's take our white paper and our Sharpie marker, and having it horizontal, such as this, we're going to make lines that are just wavy, maybe 4 or 5, coming from the top to the bottom. So we'll do that now. I have some newspaper underneath mine, kind of keeps the Sharpie, in case I go off my paper, not on any kind of table or anything. We don't want to mess up somebody's table or tablecloth. So now we've got our squiggle and wavy lines on here. So next we're going to take our largest template for our circles, and we're just going to arbitrarily put them and trace the large circles around on our artwork. Now that we have a couple of large circles in there, we're going to take our small template and we'll put a couple of small circles in there. And you can put your circles inside your circles if you like. Remember, there's no wrong to art. You do it the way you like it. I'm going to put maybe 3 or 4 in. And once we've gotten some large and small circles in, now we can draw some patterns. Now a pattern is a repeated shape or a design. So here I have some different patterns I pulled out to show you. We've got some dashes down here, diamonds, squiggle lines, some X's, some circles, hearts, triangles. So just pick a couple and we'll put in some of our shapes just around. I'm going to put some smaller circles in. And maybe some dashes. So I'm going to use some different size shapes too. Sometimes I'll use small triangles, and then other times I'll use larger triangles. So it's according to what you like. And as you place them, kind of put them around in different places so you have them all over. So this is my design. You can see I've used a lot of different patterns in my work, as well as a lot of the curvy lines and the circles. And maybe we'll put a couple squiggle lines. We don't have any squiggle lines, so let's put some of those in. Those are always fun, squiggle lines are, to color around. Now, with Charles Sears, he also put hidden images in his work. So I'm going to put a hidden image in here, and I'm going to see if you can figure out where it's at and what it is. Don't peek. Can you find my hidden image? That's right. It's my little cat stuck right in there. So now what we want to do is put some color in our work, and Sears liked a lot of bright colors. So I've chosen today a series of 3 blues, a light, a medium, and a dark, green, purple, orange, and yellow. So I have a lot of different colors, so I'm going to start out, and it's according to where you would like to start first, but using the light colors is usually the best, starting with those. And you want to color those in, and if you notice, in color pencils, the harder you press, the darker the color. So you can almost get 2 different colors or shades, what we call shades, of the color by how much pressure you put on your pencil. So I like to start out with one color. I usually do one color at a time, and I try to space them out on my work. So I have a little bit of color all over the place. Sometimes it's a little bit, sometimes it's a lot. Here's my blue. So you can see I've got my blue kind of spaced around. Use the color. So now I'm going to try a orange, because I like orange. And I'm going to put my orange in a couple different spaces. And the Sharpie marker really lends itself to making some very thick lines. So you have a really easy way to color within those lines, because sometimes we're a little messy when we color. So it's always fun to have those thicker lines on there. So you can see I've spaced out my orange, and then I just go to one color to the next. Maybe next I'll try the purple. Purple's a little darker, but I like to have a variety of light and dark values, and values is the lightness or darkness of a shade. And wherever you put your color is good. It doesn't matter. Remember, it's all up to you, and that's part of the creation process. It's just finding something that you like and being happy with it in the end. So maybe I have some purple on this side, so I'm going to add some purple over here. And I'm going to color my little kitty orange. It's a little tabby. I'll pretend like it's a tabby here. I have a black cat, but this one's going to be orange so we can see it a little better. There we go. Once you have your art all colored in, you'll have a beautiful abstract in the genre of Charles Sears. Great job, everyone. And thanks for watching Arts4All Florida Spotlight on Art. I hope you enjoyed doing this together as much as I did. If you like this video, please comment below and share it with a friend. We love to hear from you, and feel free to post your creations on our social media. Remember to tag us by using our handle at Arts4All Florida. That's Arts, the number 4, All Florida. See you next time.